Yo, we want to thank you guys for checking us out every day. Your number one spot for entertainment news. You already know, like we always tell you, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the share button, let us know what's up. And come on in. Yes, it's another edition of the Weekly Entertainment News Podcast. I'm your brother Hiram Hakeem, and once again, I'm in the building. Yo, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Listen, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Let somebody know we in the building, and we make this thing happen every week. You know me, I am your hip-hop journalist. Been doing this thing for a minute. But one thing I don't like to do is take a lot of your time. I like to get you in and get you out. This is the Reporter Newspapers Weekly Entertainment News Podcast, okay? Listen, we're going to go right into it, man. You know how we do it. Looks like my man Snoop Dogg is in the news. Wow. Okay, like Snoop Dogg said, hey, let me get on this here Instagram. Let me get on this Twitter. Let me get on my social media to let some people know I appreciate the reception that they have for my new album. This is what he said. He says, hey, let me get on here and give some shout outs to some people who show some support and love. Also, he said some people got on their social media platforms to hate just a little bit. Okay, he said some people got on there with the intent on saying, hey, I'm not really into the Snoop Dogg and stuff like this. And so Snoop Dogg's illustration of what they were saying was they eventually got sold into it because once they listened to it as they were reviewing it online, the production, the lyrics and everything kind of won them over. But here, let me suggest my thought and theory, my concept.
Let's go.
Okay, I noticed when and coincidentally, I did a review as well. You can check it out on this station, on this channel, and you can check out what I said about it. But one thing I want you guys to know is I go and I check and I do my due diligence. I check the comments. I check what the general populace is saying about these things. And I'm here to tell you, man, a lot of people that's in the comments are from a different era. The people that's in the comments that's saying stuff like they don't get it. They're not necessarily, or maybe he don't have it no more. Whatever the hell they may be saying, these are not his diehard music fans. These are people that's maybe Snoop Dogg fans, or not necessarily Snoop Dogg the artist, because we know Snoop Dogg does a lot of different things. But I'm here to tell you, if you're a true Snoop Dogg fan, you will know that this album is one of his best pieces of work, if not the best, the most mature art. This album is pretty dope. Big up to Dr. Dre, big up to Snoop Dogg. And like I said before, sometimes we got to keep our nose out of the comment section, especially when it's our stuff, okay? Listen, it looks like my man Drake is in the news. Now, why is Drake in the news? You already know he had a court hearing for that UMG and that Kendrick Lamar situation, right? They gave him the first date was on the 20th, December the 20th. I don't know if you guys knew, but I said it in the podcast before just to let my people know. Looks like the 20th have come and gone, and looks like a miscommunication has messed that hearing up. So they moved the hearing from the 20th, December the 20th, to January the 13th, okay? That's, let me make sure I'm right. Yeah. January the 13th, okay? So that's when the saga is going to happen. Hopefully, no miscommunication takes place. Speaking about miscommunication, a lot of people have been talking about this, and they're confused when they're talking about Redman's new album. And like, I know you're saying, wait a minute, bruh.
What?
Redman, yeah, that's right. Redman is in the news, okay? Why? The resurgence of real hip hop is being held as a trendy thing now, okay? You got different artists like Ice Cube. You just heard Snoop Dogg. You got different people who's coming out, Eminem, LL Cool J, all these people, and Busta Rhymes and all these people is re-entering the music game, I believe, thus maturing the game to where it needs to be. I call it the adult hip hop contemporary music, and it looks like our brother Redman is finally releasing Muddy Waters 2, which is the part 2 to his classic Muddy Waters. He said he got on Instagram or whatever the hell and said, hey, this album is going to come out Christmas Eve, December the 24th, just in time for the stocking stuffers, okay? Check that out, man. So big ups to my man, Redman, and his new album and everything like that. But you already know I got to keep this thing going. We got to talk about Travis Hunter.
Oh, my God.
Or should I say, talk about Travis Hunter's girl?
Let's go.
Listen, man, I had to reevaluate what people are saying about my man. I saw Bow Wow in particular, and I heard his whole spiel when he got on Instagram, and he said, I'm talking directly to the young brother Travis, And it came from a sincere place, which put me in a different mode, okay? I was guarded just like Travis, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to guard your queen first. If that's your queen, you're supposed to guard her. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But the game that Bow Wow put on him about, hey, we love you, brother. We love you. Some of the flashing signs, some of the signs that your girl is allegedly showing should be warning signs. Now, of course, they're not going to be warning signs to a young man as young as Travis, but Bow Wow saying he was young, he came into money early and everything. He was giving his knowledge and he said, hey, we're doing this out of love. We're not telling you what to do. We're telling you to look out. That's how I got out of that. But as a result of all the hoopla and the people calling and Instagramming, Twittering, inboxing, and all this, the people done found some stuff about my man's girl. That's right. Travis Hunter's girl's been around the way a little bit, okay? They said that the girl, Travis Hunter's girl, cheated on him, inboxing dudes, okay? They found footage of her dancing and stuff. They got a picture of her with a dude. Allegedly during her and Travis's relationship with the dude grabbing her ass, she was dressed kind of crazy. Also, they got footage of her in the music video. Now, I don't see nothing wrong with that if that's her profession and she's, cute enough and got enough body to pull it off. But they saying that these are the signs that makes him look kind of goofy dealing with a woman like that, because they saying some of this stuff happened during their relationship, okay? I'm here to say this is crazy because so much so, he deactivated his Instagram, okay?
What?
Some people say he just shut it down. I think he's too smart for that. I think he just needed a tension breaker from all the hoopla. And again, I said, if you're a real man, you're supposed to govern and cover your woman. And if he's still claiming her, he have a responsibility to that woman to what? Cover that woman, right? So we're going to see what's going to go on there. I just had to, drop some knowledge on that, right? Listen, we're about to, don't forget, this is the Reporter newspaper, and the Reporter newspaper been in business for over 50-something years, narrating our stories, telling everybody what's going on the black side of things. The Reporter newspaper, you can stand on business by supporting us by getting a subscription. That's right, $55 for the whole year can be mailed to your house, okay? So you can say, I support black business, I'm standing on business, and I support it. You see the number on the screen. Go ahead and check it out. All right. Now, what I really want to talk about is this Fat Joe Tariq Nasheed FBA situation. Okay. Now, I heard Fat Joe. I heard what he said. I heard the nature that he said it in. Now, don't get me wrong. Fat Joe been using certain words since his inception into the game. He claimed that it's because he's a product of his environment. Now, what does that mean? That means I was raised in this culture. So I swag like this culture. I brag like this culture. I step like this culture. That's what he's saying. And coincidentally, the people that's in the interview, Math, Hoffa, and Light, they're used to people that looks like him talking like that. Okay, that's what it is. But what's tripping me out is now people outside of the culture, I'm talking about the New York specific culture, is coming at this dude, Fat Joe, like he's out of line. Now, again, they said, wait a minute, he ain't out of line from speaking hip hop and doing all that. It's just the N word and how people allow, well, he been talking like that. But here's the thing, though. I think what got Brother Joe in trouble is how he called the FBAs broke, and he called them some hate group, okay? What do I mean by hate group? He said it's a certain group of our people, African Americans, and he called that group specifically FBNA, fundamental Black Americans, okay? Whose he called leader is Tariq Nasheed. You know who Tariq Nasheed is? The creator of the super duper dope documentary series Hidden Colors, okay? You know who he is, okay? So he is ringing this bells with this FBA movement. And he's saying, Fat Joe is saying, that they come off a little aggressively on the racial hate group side, right? So I was listening to somebody else, what's my man's name? DJ Academics. He went over the speech, he heard the speech, heard everybody talking about it, right? I said, well, let me give my 2 cents. When I was listening to Academic, he was literally, I don't think he was fully informed about Fat Joe's point and perspectives. But he did understand that Tariq Nasheed's point and perspective, he understood it. Tariq Nasheed is saying if you're not an ex-slave by way of America, you're not an FBA, okay? you're not a fundamental Black American or whatever the hell they be saying, right? What that does though, it kind of separates the FBA from the African, from the Caribbean, the Jamaican, even though we all Africans on different continents, they come off, I'm talking about the FBA, Tariq Nasheed in particular. I heard him denouncing some of the things Fat Joe was saying, but I'm like, that's not the truth, brother Tariq, okay? I know for a fact I hear you telling folks, you call them tethers, like they tethering, you know what I'm saying? You call them, you can hear the accents in their voices, and you come at them kind of like with a slight hate. And maybe that's not what you're doing, but this is what I hear. I mean, not just you, but then you got people that talks just like you, word for word, point for point, and everything. They talking just like this man, right? And why? Because they following him. You can hear his influences in the tongues of the FBA, okay? That's why my man called them a group, a hate group, because they talking like that. And then they do be spewing hate. And what do I mean by hate? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm talking about like, it comes off like they're hating on anything that ain't FBA. Even though we all are Black. Now, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I believe we all are connected in some kind of way. I do believe that you should have ex-slave pride, especially ex-slave pride by way of the slave trade here. So I can feel the FBA movement. I do. I'm them as well. But I do not like to disassociate my Pan-Africanness away from the whole diaspora. Okay, it's cool to acknowledge this is who we are, but at the expense of downgrading other brothers. That's what I don't like. That's what I'm saying. I don't like uplifting us so much to the point where we got to downgrade. No, we can uplift us without denouncing or downgrading. You can say that's not us and leave it at that, but when you be like, you a tether, you ain't one of us, you can tell. And then I know people do a lot of BS in black skin, and here in the wilderness of North America, they say it's all niggas, okay? I feel you, so I just wanted to say that a little bit, man. I'm not on nobody's particular side, but I am on the side of Pan-Africanism. I believe we all are together. If you are an African, that means somebody that looks like us, walk like us, you know what I mean? Listen, I go on days and days, and I can speak on some more about this, but I don't want to get too preachy and trying to convince somebody to think like me. I just want to inform you of the stories because I am a journalist and I'm working on an article. You can find that article at thereporternewspaperonline.com, or you can subscribe to the Reporter newspaper and that thing can be rushed to you. Until next time, I'm your brother Hiram Hakeem. Y'all better feel me before they kill me, y'all. Peace.
Can't beef with me, whole nother frequency, bitch, EOD, what the fuck is a mug? Nigga be fake, won't leave him snuggly, he undercover, then fucking we tucking a minute. This on this stuff, nigga, fuck is you saying? Bird, bitch, get struck. We ain't going back and forth by the door. We ain't going back and forth by the door. Wash, halu, ella, ilaha, illallah. We come in the name of the source. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We flipping niggas out the porch. Niggas in bed, somebody yeah and J version, boss whole Jane Harden, but they think they the highest. We locking them up, you get caught with the smoke, get your flame darkened. They shooting shots, but I ain't far. Just fuck around, hit the same target back to back.